I'm Way 31 News anchor Naja Sherman live from Orlando, where Alabama fans have already started to take over the city. Of course, the big countdown to the face-off between the Louisville Cardinals and the Alabama Crimson Tide. We know Alabama favored to win this, going for back-to-back national titles. Its sixth championship since 2009. And when we arrived here to Orlando, we ran into a group of former Alabama players and alumni. Take a listen to what one special player told me about why this game is so important to him.
I've been waiting for this for a long time, for all my friends to come back, like for a reunion. And this is unbelievable to see all these guys that I haven't seen like in 20 and 30 years. And to be here for the Alabama first kickoff football game, that's a great honor.
And that particular player that you just heard from, recently inducted into the Alabama Hall of Fame, went on to play for San Francisco in the NFL. So we know that Alabama breeds great players. This team looks really good on paper, but the true test will be when they hit the field. And of course, all eyes will also be on the quarterback. We don't know who's going to start this. A lot of speculation surrounding that. But we also know that Orlando isn't the only place where Alabama fans are taking over. I wanted to toss it now to Way 31's Brecken Terry. She is live in Atlanta covering Auburn. Brecken.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium might be empty right now, but this time tomorrow, fans will be packing this place out in what is expected to be one of the biggest games this weekend. Now, this is Auburn's third appearance in the Chick-fil-A kickoff game, so they're in some familiar territory. But this is a first-time appearance for the Huskies and the first time the two teams will play each other. Washington fans and players also had to travel over 2,600 miles to get here. Now, here's another fun fact. Auburn's quarterback Jarrett Stidham and Washington's quarterback Jake Browning are actually friends. They went to passing camp this summer together, and they still keep in touch. Make sure you stay with us for the latest developments on these big matchups. Back to you, Naja, in Orlando.
All right, thanks so much, Brecken. Such an exciting few days for people all across the state of Alabama as we root on our two teams, the Alabama Crimson Tide and Auburn. Of course, we are just getting things started. We're going to have live reports from both locations all throughout the morning, into the evening, all throughout the weekend. We are coverage you can count on. Reporting live from Orlando, I'm Naja Sherman, Way 31 News. Back to you in the studio, Bill.
All right, thanks, Naja. And remember, this weekend you can catch Auburn and Alabama season openers right here on Way 31. The Tigers taking on the Huskies, kickoff at 2:30. Then it's our all-access Alabama Tide and Tigers special. After that, we got the Tide taking on the Louisville Cardinals starting at 7. And have post-game reaction out of Orlando.
And are you ready for some football? The Orange Bowl is here. The Crimson Tide has been in South Florida since Christmas Eve, preparing for the Oklahoma Sooners. Sports director Way 31 Lyndon Blake is live in Fort Lauderdale this morning with the latest on college football playoff. Hey there, Lyndon.
Hey, Naja, I don't know if you could see, but I'm in the middle of all the action in Fort Lauderdale this morning as we're getting ready for Nick Saban's press conference. It'll actually take place right behind me in about an hour and a half. So everyone's moving around, setting up the coffee and getting their tripods in there to film head coach of the Crimson Tide. But yesterday was media day, so we got a chance to get candid with the players. So of course we talked with Tua about his injured ankle and how he's doing in preparation for the game against the Oklahoma Sooners. But it was also a time for us to kind of get to know his story and talk about his family who left Hawaii to come live here in Alabama just to support him and his brother. Now he says he's not shocked they did move because that's just their culture, but sometimes it still surprises him that they would leave their family behind so he could follow his dreams.
A lot of my parents' family's still back home, so for them to have just picked up and leave, you know, I mean, it could have went either way, you know, and I'm just grateful, and I'm very thankful that my parents decided to be closer with me, and bring, you know, a lot of my other siblings up here with us as well. So.
Very, very close family. And on the flip side, Oklahoma's player Marquise Hollywood Brown is actually from Hollywood, Florida. He went to high school at Chaminade Madonna, and now I met his aunt in the hotel lobby last night, and they have T-shirts designed for him. They are so excited to be here in South Florida to watch him play for the Sooners. He's going to have so many friends and families. Of course, too, his family will be in attendance. So a huge family affair down here at the Orange Bowl. Naja, I'll send it back to you.
What a big disappointment for the Alabama Crimson Tide and, of course, their fans.
Yes, the Clemson Tigers rolled over the Tide and took the national championship. Our sports director, Way 31, Lyndon Blake, and Lauren Cavallini were at the big game and are breaking down the players' reactions this morning.
This was unexpected. Clemson takes down Alabama big time, 44-16. Now, why it's unexpected is this. Nick Saban has never lost a game by 14 or more points as the head coach at Alabama. The last coach to beat Alabama by 16 or more points was Nick Saban back when he was at LSU. And the coach is taking the blame for this one.
We obviously didn't go out there, and they did do some things that we weren't prepared for, but you always expect that. We didn't finish drives in the red zone because we could have got right back in the game now. I mean, we had the ball down there 3 times and, didn't score.
In the Tide's 28-point loss, Tua Tagovailoa threw 2 interceptions. That's half of what he's thrown all season.
Bad decisions, poor decision on my part. I just think we came out and we were killing ourselves. We shot ourselves in the foot, by me throwing that interception for a touchdown and then, not finishing drives the way we wanted to. We just weren't executing.
Clemson did more than execute. They routed the Tide. Freshman quarterback Trevor Lawrence threw for more than 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. And the Tide got rossed by Phoenix City native Justin Ross, who led Clemson in receptions with these insane catches.
Can you give me one word to describe this season?
Thank you, Justin. Thank you. Domination. Domination.
Clemson's victory over #1 Alabama, enough to make even the most notable Tiger alumni proud.
They deserved it tonight. They just put a lot of smiles, and I can do a lot of smack talking for sure.
Dabo Swinney says he wants Clemson to be the model program for college football, but he still has the utmost respect for his alma mater.
I probably won't be able to go to Alabama for a while, but listen, Alabama will be back. Don't worry about them. They'll be fine. It's okay to share every now and then, just proud of our guys, proud to be a part of it, and thankful to the good Lord.
Way 31's Lauren Cavallini caught up with some Clemson and Bama fans after the big game. Lauren.
Lyndon, as you can see, all of the fans are gone from the stands now. But after the game, I had the chance to catch up with some Clemson and Bama fans to get their instant reactions. Were you expecting this win coming in today? I know there was a lot of talk. Did you always have the confidence?
I know how good this team can be, and watching them all season has been a joy for all of us. And we know the heart that this team has, so coming into this, I had a lot of confidence, and I knew they could pull it out of the bag, and I knew if they put 110% in this game, it would happen.
Are you going to make a snow angel in the confetti? Yeah. So obviously the game didn't go your way tonight, but how proud are you to still be an Alabama fan?
I'm still pretty proud. You know what I'm saying? I already know we're going to be back here next year, so it doesn't really even matter, really.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm kind of disappointed.
Are you still proud to be an Alabama fan?
Yeah.
Are you confident that you're going to be here next year?
Yeah, I will.
What did you think of Clemson?
They did a good job today.
They got a real good fan base. They got a good team, young team. They'll probably be back, too, to play Bama again, but...
Obviously, these Bama fans disappointed with the outcome tonight, but they told me that they will never turn their back on the Tide. Lyndon.